Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin here in the Golf Shop studio, and today we are talking about the latest drivers from Mizuno. And I know you're curious about these beauties, but before we get into the clubs, I ask you to click on the red subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode of the Golf Spotlight. And comment down below, what's your shot shape off the tee? A draw, a fade? Do you hit it straight? Maybe a power top? Let us know. But now let's get to these clubs as we're joined once again by Mizuno Golf Product Manager, Chris Voschel. Chris, thanks for joining us once again.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being one of the few who pronounces my name correctly. Thank you.
I do remember, and I remember when we last talked, we discussed new Mizuno drivers. Now for 2021, you have the all-new Stz and Stx drivers.
Yeah, we're super excited about what we've done with this line. Mizuno typically hasn't been that first product to come to mind when you think of new drivers, but how we've evolved over the last, I'd call it 3-4 years, going with that ST family from the ST190 to the 200 and now the Z and the X, we've got some really compelling stories and a really fantastic product.
It really all starts with the face, doesn't it?
It does. You're right. When you're talking drivers, it's all about ball speed. If you can have all the tech in the world, but if the speed's not there, no one wants it. So for us, we start with what we call an SAT 2041 beta titanium face. That's a mouthful, I understand. But the benefit of that is that beta titanium, it's a stronger material. It's also a more flexible material. So it allows us to very aggressively design that face to have a ton of rebound, but it rebounds and recovers very quickly. So you get more ball speed off the face. And at the same time, with the added strength, we can design it right up to that legal limit. So because we know it's not going to creep in performance over time and eventually become illegal. So it allows us design flexibility to get right at that maximum for ball speed.
When you look at the two models, you can easily tell them apart. But that said, can you break down the differences between them?
You're right about that. So one of the things we wanted to try to do is from any angle that you look at this, either of the clubs, you understand what the intent was. So to go a little bit into the naming, the STZ refers to how we push weight along the Z axis, meaning that axis in the front to back. So we pulled more mass deep. It's a very neutral, very stable head as a result. So when you look at this club, it's a little bit larger footprint, shallower in terms of face depth, and a little bit longer from toe to heel, but a very symmetrical look to it. The STX, on the other hand, we wanted to focus a lot of mass on that one along the X-axis, which is in the toe-heel direction. So we wanted to pull more mass towards the heel to encourage a little bit more of a draw ball flight. So when you see that, the head itself is a little bit shorter from toe to heel, a little bit taller face, and the crown profile actually pulls a little bit more mass low and towards the heel. On top of that, you can see what we did in terms of the actual use of composite material. Both of them, we used a ton of composite on the crown to save mass and pull that lower. On the STZ, which is designed to be very neutral, we put composite windows on the toe and the heel, again, to focus more mass low and deep and very neutral. And on the STX, that composite window on the toe got much larger, and we replaced that with more mass in the heel with no composite window there. So just concentrating titanium. So like you said, from any angle you look at it, it tells the story of what that club's intended to do.
It's worth noting that there isn't a pro club or a beginner model. These clubs are designed to fit different players according to their swing and shot shape.
You're exactly right about that. It's the days of having a player's driver and a game improvement driver. We feel like we're past that because of fitting. And with the fitting, you can go in with an open mind and say, which one of these is going to deliver the appropriate numbers for me? Appropriate numbers in terms of launch angle, spin rate, ball speed, but also spin axis and shot shape direction. So many players who initially would think that they would fit into the Z actually find themselves in the X and the other way around. So what's cool about it is go in with an open mind, try them both and see which one works.
And of course you can dial them in with the hosel sleeve.
You're exactly right. Our quick switch adapter allows for plus or minus 2 degrees of loft adjustment. It also allows for a little bit of lie adjustment as well. And between that and those multiple heads, you've got just loads of different options that you can try.
If people want more information on the STX and STZ drivers or anything from Mizuno Golf, where should they go?
MizunoGolf.com. It's the place to have everything. Hopefully you learn all that information there.
Chris, thanks for taking the time to join us once again.
Appreciate that, Ralph. Anytime.
We want to thank Chris Foschel for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Once again, please click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss one of our exclusive features. Have questions? Leave a comment down below and we will reply. Follow us on Twitter at Golf Spotlight. Get the latest from us on Instagram at The Golf Spotlight. And listen to the Range podcast where we talk with the men and women behind some of your favorite equipment from over the years. Finally, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight, where we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.